hypothetically in January, you know, if we start climbing and we hit 200 before the 10th, I don't, you know what? Let's fucking do some theoretical stuff here. Hold on. Let's play out some scenarios. All right. So BBKC actually, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this in the daily, is uh very close to snapping shut. If we see a green day today, it likely will. Um, but we may see some price improvement going into this first ETF FTD date due to the thresholding of XRT. Um, if we do, awesome, right? The closer we are to 180 before a run, the better. If we're below 200, I would say that maybe we'll run up to like 240, like high target, right? Um, but then we have another FTD date right here. I don't know how extensive this one's going to be. This is GME FTDs. But this is GME FTDs from back here where they should be fairly high. In addition to that, we have like a fairly significant number of ETF FTDs flowing from here to here. So as opposed to November, where we just had this, like November 3rd, where we just had a spike, we actually have a fairly consistent amount of ETF FTDs through this entire window. And so this should relate to more and more buy pressure as we move from here into this leap expiry. Since they've already reg showed a few ETFs and massively borrowed from a few more, it's unlikely that they're going to have a lot of firepower left in the ETFs approaching this gamma exposure date in order to dodge this wall of gamma, right? And since we already have ETFs flowing in from this massive short, it's likely that our price action will be positive moving into this, which drives more and more of these leaps into the money and also drives these leaps into the money across the ETF basket, right? Because the whole sector got shorted, right? Um, and so more than likely we will see many of the options for January 21st be pushed into the money, which means that here on January 27th on the T plus 2, we should see a significant amount of exposure from that. And depending on how high we hit that exposure, this could be catalyzing. Obviously, the ETF FTDs are going to continue to flow through with more spikes here on February 3rd and February 8th. And hopefully, if the price action can remain sustained, we will just continue to head up. After February 8th, not a lot of pressure. So, this will be, if they're still able to and we haven't squeezed, this will be their best opportunity to drop the price until OPEC settlement, which will fall, I believe, on February 22nd. It's the T plus 2 from Feb 18. So if we're trading at a very high price going into that OPEC settlement, that OPEC settlement also provides a catalyst. If they manage to bring the price down very low, then less of a catalyst. Or this window in January, specifically from the leaps through the rest of the ETF exposure, presents a lot of potential for upside. Clip. Yeah.